Morning, everyone. Boker Tov. Welcome, everyone. First off, Yosef is heading back to New York today, so we want to wish him well. So I was so happy to have you here. And I already asked him, it looks like he's going to have a break in January, so he'll be back here for hopefully a couple of weeks. So, bli neder. So, looking forward to seeing you next. Have a lot of hatzlacha in your studies. Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll see you back soon. So, we're actually going to be continuing from where we left off way earlier in the 3 weeks, so maybe like in early mid-July. We were talking about the laws of Mezuza. So that's where we left off. So we'll jump back to where we left off there. And we know that a restroom or a shower room, there's no mezuzah supposed to be put on that entryway. And the reason is, so there's obvious reasons. It's a place of dirtiness, etc. Tomorrow we'll give a list, the Halachot for tomorrow, a list of other such places like a barn, etc. But the reason behind it is because the Torah tells us, Mezuzot betecha, the mezuzah of your house. A house is a place of honor where you live, and you have to do your business in the bathroom, in the shower room. That's not where you live, and therefore it's not a place for a mezuzah. Even if a person says, I want to be stringent and I'll double wrap the mezuzah or something like that. No, nevertheless, no mezuzah should be put there. Now here's an interesting halacha with regards to, let's say, a stairwell of a building. So a stairwell of a building is really just an access to the homes, to the floors. Nevertheless, it is looked at in halacha as like an access to the house, and therefore, of course, a front door for sure needs. And this is also, you're getting to that front door, and therefore it's also required in a stairwell of a building. The question then, in more modern times, is what about an elevator, right, which is also like a stairwell? So, and if you look, and if you've seen in Israel, or let's say all Jewish buildings, etc., generally the custom is that there's no. I've seen it a few times, but there's generally no mezuzah on an elevator frame, and the reason there is because it's considered a temporary place, meaning even though a stairwell is also temporary, just using it to get to your house, but it seems like the elevator is considered something even more temporary. This, of course, is provided that the elevator has the size of a required room for a mezuzah, which is 6 feet by 6 feet, 4 amot by 4 amot. So if you have, let's say, a walk-in closet, that could be, or a small storage room. But if it doesn't meet that requirement, then it doesn't need a mezuzah. So even though a stairwell is also temporary, it seems like because it could be used, maybe, I know living in Israel, the stairwell was also used as some storage, as, sometimes that shelter, yeah. So, but an elevator is for sure temporary. No one wants to plant themselves in an elevator. So therefore, the custom is that there's no mezuzah on an elevator. Some are stringent on it, but the general custom is not. What about a safe room? So that I think is a regular room, and that would require. And also, living in Israel, it was used as a storage room. When times were good, right? But it's just like a room in a person's house, which is a storage room or whatever. But of course, you have that. It's storage room slash. God forbid, when it's used, it's a living space. Into the universe, yeah. So usually, if it's connecting, then it would also be, or let's say, of course, a front door to a building. Yeah. Then to get to the other thing again, provided that each space in between is the right size, 6 by 6. Yes, it would also require, because it's all the way. It's like an entry. We're looking at it like an entry to your house. Right. Well, if a garage either way, because it's a storage or it's entry to your house, also, yeah, a garage. If it's certainly a storage place or it's an entry to your house, so then you would. If it's a storage place, if it's a storage room, then it would also require. Okay, those are the halachot for today. Mincha tonight at 6:30. Gemara shiur tonight at 8:30. Before the Mishle shiur, we'll do Tehillim and the Mishnah Berachs. Even though today's not a day of Sefer Torah, but we're going to be doing it every day, just a few minutes. So we're going to do the Shira Ma'alot by Arvit. We're going to do the Shira Ma'alot at Shachrit that we say during Seder Teshuvah before Kaddish. We're going to do Yoshev Beseter Elyon, chapter 91, and then we'll do the Mishnah Berachs. Tana D'Eliyahu.